Okay, so happy Valentine's Day. Isn't this nice? A Valentine's Day blog from my beautiful wife, Andrea. I've been in love with the same woman for 28 years. In love with the same woman for 28 years! And if my wife finds out, she'll kill me. But seriously, I remember the first time I saw Andrea, she was standing on a hill with her hair blowing in the wind, and I had to run after it. I remember our first kiss. What a burning sensation. She had a cigarette in her mouth. And after 28 years, our sex life is so unbelievable, and I'm a kinky kind of guy, and I love to have sex with the lights on. I love having sex with the lights on, and Andrea's always hollering, would you shut the car door? But seriously, I remember I met Andrea, she was still in school. I remember when I was in school, I got all A's when I was in school. Hey, shut up. Hey, sit down. Hey, what are you doing over there? I was teacher's pet. She couldn't afford a dog. But after all this time, our sex life is still going strong. In fact, I wanted to try new things, and we went to a sex therapist, and the sex therapist examined Andrea, and she said, your wife is a viral sexual, or at their sexual peak. And this woman, your wife, should be having sex 3 days a week, at least 3 days a week, your wife should be having sex. And I said, doctor, I agree. Monday and Wednesdays, I can drop her off. Friday, she'll have to take the bus. But seriously, I'm constantly wanting to have sex with my beautiful wife, and the therapist said, you just can't plan it out. You have to, when you have the feeling, you have to give it to her when you have the feeling. And the other day, my wife was bending over to get a bunch of potatoes for dinner, and I got the feeling, and I gave it to her right there, while she was bending over getting a bunch of potatoes. And you know what happened? They threw us out of the A&P. But you know, I'm a very sexual person, and I do business with strippers and porn stars, and they all tell me their crazy stories. And one of them said, you know, one of the most sexual, erotic ways of having sex is putting all these foods all over your body and let your wife eat it all off. I said, why don't we try that? I said, Dan, why don't we try this? So Andrea took some ice cream, and she put it all over my body. Then she put chocolate syrup, and she put it all over my body. Then she took nuts and cherries and put it all over my body. And I got to tell you, it looked so good, I ate it myself. But I remember when I took Andrea out for dinner. The first time we went out for dinner, she wanted lobster. Andrea loves lobster. And we took her out for dinner for lobster. The waiter came over with the lobster had one claw. One claw! I said, what happened to this lobster? Why does it have one claw? And the waiter said, well, this lobster was in a fight with another lobster. So I said, well, if this lobster was in a fight with another lobster, you couldn't bring me the winner? But I remember I used to work up in the Catskills. And that's where I met Andrea. I remember the first time I was going up in the Catskills, I don't know where the hell was going. I was getting lost. I saw a sign for a hotel. It said, rooms, $3 a night and free golf. I said, rooms, $3 a night and free golf? That's terrific. I'll stay a few nights. I'll play a little golf. Great! I stayed 3 nights. I got my bill, $9 for the rooms. Wonderful. And $150 for golf balls. I said, what the hell's going on here? I stayed here 3 nights, and you have a sign, room $3 a night and free golf. I get a bill, $9 for the room, terrific. But $150 for golf balls? And the clerk said, well, some hotels get you by the rooms, and the others. So I left that hotel, and the room was terrible anyway. The faucet kept dripping. All night, the faucet kept dripping. It's easy for me to say. And I called that at the front desk. I said, what the hell's going on here? The faucet is dripping. I got a leak in my sink. And the clerk said, go ahead. And the room that had such thin walls all night long, I could hear a lady in the room next to me. The lady in the room next to me must have had a terrible sweet tooth. Because all night she was hollering, oh, Henry. But I got to tell you, this room was so small, when I put in the key, I broke the mirror. The mice walked hunchback in this room. This room was so small, when I went to comb my hair, some strands of hair fell on the floor. I had wall-to-wall carpeting. That's what was going on in this crazy room. But I got to tell you, the crazy thing is, when I first met Andrea up in the Catskills, and I wanted to take her home to meet my parents. We went into a bus. We took a bus home. It was a 4-hour ride from the bus. And on the bus broke down. I happened to be a little mechanically inclined, so I went out to fix the bus. I opened the hood, and I'm connecting the carburetor with the percolator. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And it was so cold. It was a fall night, and my hands were I couldn't warm up. So I went in the bus. I said, Andrea, I'm trying to fix the bus. And my hands are getting so cold, I can't move my fingers. Would you mind if I put my hands in between your legs? Just to warm them up a little bit. I want to put my hands in between your legs just to warm them up a little bit. She said, sure. So I put my hands in between Andrea's legs to warm them up a little bit. I went outside the back of the bus. I'm connecting the wires, the battery with the oil tank. I don't know. And my hands were getting so cold. I went back in the bus. I said, Andrea, do me a favor. My hands are so cold. I'm trying to fix the bus. I want to get home. Would you mind if I put my hands in between your legs? Just so I can warm them up for 2 minutes. She said, sure, put your hands in between my legs. So that's what I did. I go out to fix the bus. I'm connecting the gas tank with the transmission fluid. And I can't move. My hands are so cold. I go back and I said, Andrea, can I put my hands? She says, yes! But don't your ears ever get cold? But because it's Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day, I bought my very nice presents for Valentine's Day. Very, very, very nice present. I'm getting my wife a pair of silk pajamas. And on one leg, I'm having printed Happy New Year. And the other leg, Merry Christmas. Because I'm hoping she'll invite me in between the holidays. But I wanted to get my wife a very nice lingerie. I went to Victoria's Principal to get the lingerie. And Victoria's Secret to get the lingerie. And Senza and all the pink and all the bullshit lingerie places. And they had such wonderful lingerie. I wanted to get my wife very sexy lingerie. But I didn't know what kind of lingerie to get, and I didn't know what my wife's size was. I don't know what size she is, and I forgot to ask Andrea. I don't know what to do. So all of a sudden, a customer comes in the lingerie store. A customer comes in and looks just like Andrea. Just like Andrea! Same height, same size, same weight, same shape. I thought it was Andrea. I couldn't believe it. Oh, this is my luckiest day in the world. So I walked over to the customer, and I said, "Excuse me, sir, but what I really got Andrea, what I really got her, she loves perfume. She loves Chanel, Charlie, Angel, some bullshit perfume." I walked over to the perfume desk there, and they had so many different bottles of perfume, so many different smells. I don't know what it was. So the clerk said, "Can I help you?" I said, "Yes." I picked up a bottle of perfume. I smelled it. I said, "What smell is this?" And the clerk said, "Chanel No. 5, $110 an ounce." I said, "What? $110 an ounce?" Well, I got so nervous, so anxiety-ridden. I left a little wind. That means I farted. I farted accidentally because of that smell. When she told me the price, I couldn't put $110. That's what you had in your mouth. That's a little wind. The clerk starts sniffing. She starts smelling. She went, "What's that smell?" I said, "That's baked beans, 29 cents a can." Happy Valentine's Day, Andrea, and all my wonderful friends. And if you want to make a lot of cash, get in touch with me, Dave's TV Empire at Rogers.com. You got to be making a grand a day. I need web guys, eBay guys, video guys, sales guys, and business partners to run the Bronstein Empire so I can keep doing these Catskill jokes. If you're a web guy, eBay guy, video guy, I do business with Shark Tank, Dragon's Den type TV product suppliers. They give me their products to put online and television. I can get them on TV. I need you to get them online, market them online. Let's make $1,000 a day. Starting today, I have chat girls, bloggers, celebrity bloggers. I got distribution deals on TV. I need a new management team because I fired my old management team, my wife and 2 kids. Dave's TV Empire at Rogers.com. If you're a web guy, eBay guy, sales guy, video guy, business partner, like all these 19-year-old kids making $10 billion in their basement, get in touch with me today, Dave's TV Empire at Rogers.com. Goodbye, and happy Valentine's Day. Goodbye.